Good day, everyone. You're welcome to the lesson of today. Hope you are doing well. My name is Miss Adegoke. Our subject for today is Basic Science and Technology, and we are focusing on PHE, that's Physical Health Education. Our topic for today is relay race. You can see it on the screen, relay race. As you can also see on the screen, there's a boy and a girl, you see, running. Relay race has to do with running to finish before others. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain relay race in your own words, list the equipment of relay race, and mention types of relay race that we have. Okay, what is relay race? Relay race, also called relay. You can call it relay race, you can call it relay. Okay, relay race, also called relay, a track and field sport consisting of a set number of stages. The stages refers to legs, that is people, usually 4. Each leg run by a different member of a team. I'll come again. Relay race, also called relay, a track and field sport consisting of a set number of stages or a set number of legs, usually 4. Each leg run by a different member of a team. Now, the runner finishing one leg is usually required to pass on a baton to the next runner, while both are running in a marked exchange zone. A marked exchange zone. Let me take you back a little. Look at this picture. This runner right here is not permitted to come into this second runner zone. He's supposed to maintain this track. The same thing applies to this runner. He maintains this track. He's not supposed to cross over to the other side. So they pass on the baton to the next runner, and they are in their marked exchange zone. Okay, this is a picture of a team member passing the baton. You can see the baton, passing the baton to the next runner. They are in the same marked zone. They are not to divert to the right or to the left. Okay, this is another picture. The same, they are a team. So you pass on to the next member in your own team, not to another person, to a member in your own team, because your team is competing against other teams. Okay, also a relay race is a racing competition where members of a team take turns completing parts of race course or performing a certain action. When we talk about relay, it means you want to finish first before the others. I mentioned running before. We are going to see that relay race, though most of the time it happens on the field, as you have seen in the picture. It happens on a field like this. But when we talk about relay race, it has a lot to do with more than just running on the field. Let's take a look at this. Relay races take the form of professional races and amateur games. Relay races are common in running, in orienteering, in swimming, in cross-country skiing, in biathlon, or in ice skating. It is not only when people run that we refer to that as relay. So far, we have a set number of people who are set to make sure they finish before another set. That is what we call a relay race. Okay, this is another picture. You can see these athletes. You see, they are running so hard and making sure that they give the baton to their team member so that their team can win the competition. Now, let's talk about the players in a relay team. There are 4 players in one relay team. 4 players. That is, one person passes to the next person, the second person to the third to the fourth. Then the fourth person will finish up the race. Now, a relay is a track and field sports. In these, there are usually 4 legs, and each leg is run by some different member of the same team. That is, different people, but they are in the same team. Now, when one leg is finished by a runner, it passes on the baton to the next member of his team. When one of the runners has finished his own part, it passes the baton. The second person to runs his own course and passes it to the third person. The third person to runs his or her own course and pass the baton to the fourth person. Then the fourth person will finish up the race. Now let's take a look at some of the equipment of relay race. Now the tools used for relay race is the starting block and the baton. Those are the basic tools that are used. Okay, let's see the first one, the starting blocks. What are starting blocks? Now, starting blocks, the purpose of starting blocks is to protect the track and allow track runners to have a forceful acceleration at the start of the game. Forceful acceleration means it makes them to speed up. It makes them faster than they would just have ordinarily taken off. You can see the picture on the screen there. Starting blocks are used in any race that goes up to 400 meters, but no further than that. If it's more than 400 meters, then they don't use. It is a valuable tool that generates a stretch reflex, which is generated by the calf muscle, resulting in a greater force output. You can see them here. Okay. Additionally, it allows sprinters to develop a great deal of speed at the start of a race. When they want to start, these starting blocks help them to have a great deal of speed. You can see them. You can see them. They spring on it and then they are able to move at a very fast pace. Okay, this is it for a clearer view. Then we have the batons. What is a relay baton? It is a hollow cylinder that is carried by each team member. Not that they have different batons. No, they don't. The one the first runner holds is the one he or she will give to the second runner. And the second runner will pass it on to the third runner, that is the third leg. The third leg will also pass it on to the fourth leg. It's not as if each and every one of them have one each. No, they keep passing it on. The teams keep passing to their members until the first person gets to the finishing line. Okay, they are used specifically for handing off to teammates, in which the receiver grabs the baton and either sprints to the next receiver or to the finish line. The first leg will give the second leg, that's to the next sprinter. Then the second leg will give to the third. The third will give to the fourth. The fourth will not give to any other receiver. He will just run with it to the finish line. If it drops, he has to pick it up. He has to make sure the baton gets to the finish line with him. Now, batons are available in packs of 6 or more and offer a variety of colors that come in both lightweight aluminum and foam. You can see that we have different colors here. They come in different colors. Okay, this is a picture of a baton. Now, let's talk about the types of relay race that we have. We are going to look at 3 types. We have the shuttle relay, we have the medley relay, and the circular relay. Let's take a look at each of the 3 of them. This is a picture of, you look at this team. Look at this team. You see, as this runner here is finishing her own course, she's handing over the baton to the next person. Look at the next person is not really bet. They are getting in touch. The baton is the one connecting them. Look at her. She's not even facing the back, but because she has to, finish the race and make sure that they win. So she's focused at the same time making sure that she gets the baton. If she doesn't get the baton, she cannot run. The baton is the one they have to take to the finish line. These are team members in the relay race. Okay, let's talk about the short relay. This is run on straight lines and battens are not used. Instead, athletes touch ends. Okay, these are used before. It is no longer, people don't usually do this type because the batten proves that the two of you get in touch. Though there are cameras everywhere on the field to make sure that every moment is captured. This short relay, you don't have to pass the baton. Athletes touch their hands, though this is not common any longer. We have the medley relay. This is run on both straight and curved lanes. That is, the lanes can be straight and they can also be curved, like you have in a football field. Okay, it can also be a curved lane, whichever one. So it is run on both straight and curved lanes with baton. And runners run different distance in the relay. The first person may run like 50 meters. The second person runs like 100 meters. You know, it's different. The distance they cover are different. That's for medley relay. Then in the third one, which is the circular relay, it can also be on straight or curved lanes, but this time runners run equal distance. The first person runs 50 meters, the second person runs 50 meters, the third person runs 50 meters, and that's how it is. They run the same distance. They cover the same distance. Okay, let's take a recap at what we have said so far. A relay race is a racing competition where members of a team take turns completing parts of race course or performing a certain action. And relay races take the form of professional races and amateur games. Relay races are common in running, in orienteering and swimming, in cross-country skiing, in biathlon, or even in ice skating. People also use skates to run relay race. Okay, you are to answer these questions. Explain relay race in your own words. Explain, what do you understand by relay race? Then list the equipment of relay race. Then you mention types of relay race. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day and be happy.